Do you want to live through this?
On ancient ground, a terrifying evil has been unleashed. Now, 5 strangers are our only hope to stop it.
Oh, yeah!
You never know what's going to happen next, and it can be so far out there and off the wall that I think that alone could be very scary.
Well, it's an action adventure unlike any you've ever seen.
This is going to be a kick-ass little movie.
It's a Robert Rodriguez film. So who the hell knows what we've got here, you know? Takes bedroom scenes and makes them action adventures.
I met Quentin at the Toronto Film Festival in 1992. I was on my mariachi tour and he was on his Reservoir Dogs tour. Back in our days when I was writing Desperado at Columbia Pictures and he was writing Pulp Fiction originally for TriStar, we were on the Sony lot together. And I was telling him about my Mexican action movie. And he said, hey, I wrote a script set in Mexico about Mexican vampires, and he told me about Dusk Till Dawn.
I gave it to Robert to read because Robert just wanted to read all my scripts. And because me and Robert were friends and buddies and stuff, and he read it and he came back and he goes, man, this is a really cool script. I'd do this tomorrow, man. See, I wish I could get the rights of this.
Basically, those two are dangerous. They're a big ball of fire. This is perfect that they're working together. They're kind of like an alter ego.
That's why Robert is such a perfect guy for this film in particular, is because he knows exactly what this film is and what it should be and what he would want to see if he went and saw it.
Robert is much more really fast moving. He puts the camera on his own shoulder. He steady cams himself.
He'll get down on a little, we call it the Ouija dolly, on his back, and he's shooting up here.
We're doing 30, 40 setups a day.
This is a very difficult film schedule because we're running around a lot and shooting a lot.
Count to 3, you shoot the bottles out from behind him. 1, 2, 3.
The special effects, I would come up with gags that I wanted to see done, and I knew there was a lot of computer effects, but I also wanted to do traditional mechanical effects.
I would suggest doing a lot of smoke coming out of the store, but no fireball.
Me and George have a scene at the beginning of the movie where it's all done in one take as we walk out and we're arguing as this liquor store is exploding all behind us and around us and over us and onto us.
Low profile. You understand the meaning of the words low profile?
I've been in love with film and illusion and magic since I was a kid. That's really why I wanted to get involved in filmmaking, because it's a big magic trick. And we wanted to try something different. It's just a real crazy mix of something that you would normally see in an exploitation film with really big production value, big stars, off-the-wall action. Quentin's crazy dialogue.
What was the nuttiest thing I did, Seth? I'm curious. Tell me, what? What was it?
It's not the time, Richie.
I know. Was it possibly when your ass was rotting in jail and I broke it out? Was that the nuttiest thing? That was nutty, not to mention stupid.
I'm going to ask you one question, and all I want is a yes or no answer. Do you want to live through this?
Yes.
No matter what George Clooney says, he was intimidated when he found out he was going to work with me.
Juliet's nice. She's always knocking on my door. You know, George, you know, you want to rehearse the love scene, you know, which is hard. And because, you know, there is no love scene.
He's desperate at this point, and he was willing. He's like, if you need to set me on fire, so be it. I want to be in your movie.
Juliet is the most uninhibited actress I've ever seen. She can do anything and try anything. And the funny thing is, she has very little lines to do in this movie, and she steals the movie. Suddenly it's a film about her.
And action.
Sama's been in all my movies, so I said, I want you dancing with like a python. And she was afraid of snakes, so I said, oh, well, that's the only way you're gonna get the job.
It was really a great experience, and if Robert had not pushed me into it, I would have missed it. It was really hot in there, and he was very cold.
Harvey's always, you know, George, can I borrow some money? George, how would you say these lines? You know, that kind of thing.
Now you have 2 choices. You can wait for me to turn, or we can kick open that door, and the 4 of us can go at him, hit him with everything we have.
Oh, George is just a very special guy, George. Wonderful spirit, wonderful sense of humor. He can take it as well as he gives it.
Quentin does sound effects nonstop, you know. Yeah, so I drove over there. You know, I stopped. He's brilliant, you know. That's part of the fun of all this is, you know, this is the first thing that he's written since he won the Academy Award. So it's kind of fun for people. Robert's such a neat director. He's just really smart, and he's young, so he can just kiss my ass because I hate him.
Quentin's, everyone kind of knows how twisted he can be just from his past pictures. And he went all out on this one.
Oh, yeah! From Robert Rodriguez, from Quentin Tarantino, from Dusk Till Dawn.